leadership, power, authority, guidance, patience are God's gift to us as men. We have to cherish that, not abuse it. I prayed this morning to be a better listener. Didn't work so well. We're human. You get back up. Yes, I've been high up on the mountain. I've been blessed. But that's a slippery slope. And it's lonely up there. People don't know that side. We did not come this far to just break down and lose now. I'm a winner. I'm going to win. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you. Sit beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. Aspire to make a difference. You are what you are in this world. It's either one or two things. Either you're somebody or you're nobody. Never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. And more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So, keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So, keep growing, keep learning, be at work. While it may be frightening, it will also be rewarding. So you got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures. Because taking risk is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Because the chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Fall forward. This is what I mean. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Fail big. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life, and it can be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mean world out there, and you only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally. Don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. And they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency.
Good morning.
In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you've already done.
The current threat level is critical, meaning an attack is imminent. Civilians are advised to stay in their homes. Evacuations are currently taking place in the London, Manchester, Birmingham, Leeds areas. If you are in these areas, police will lead you to safety. Follow their orders without question.
Nothing to lose, so I keep my all. Till the day I hit the floor. This is what I've been waiting for, what I've been waiting for, what I've been waiting for. Watch me rise and watch me fall. Been through this pain before. This is what I've been waiting for, what I've been waiting for, what I've been waiting for.
I love Manchester, you can do for me. Morning. Oh. Watch me rise and watch me fall. Morning, everyone. How are you doing? It's fucking Baltic in Manchester, mate. Oh, it's fucking Baltic, mate. I've just been out on the scout and I come back, mate. It's fucking freezing. Oh, Lord, give me fucking strength. Honest, it's like, it's fucking Baltic out there. You know what I mean? Minus whatever the bleeding is. Oh, God, give me a bleeding minute. $2,008. ABF.
Comes a point in life where you gotta learn to keep it moving. And what I mean by that is you can't look at a problem. You gotta look through a problem.
When you stop,
You see, the minute you stop,
you die.
you're dying. The minute you understand that, well, then you can start to live. Books him along. You know? Watch this. Nobody's doing this for me. Not even behind closed doors. Nobody's stopping this army. That's gonna start wars. I hear they wanna know my story.
But you don't want to know yours.
That's cause I made music to make me feel good, not to go on tours. But I hear that my tours just been booked. And I'm gonna make dough. I've never had money in the bank. Now I'm looking at the screen, just watching it grow. Along with my confidence, cause these days I walk with a toxic glow. I remember the days when I couldn't come out of my house cause I felt so low. But wait, I was sitting on the 142. Or was it the 143? Looking at my Sony Ericsson Walkman phone.
No,
Nobody rang me. Then I look at my Nokia. Cause you know, say that I made money on the streets. But when you're in a bad place, you don't wanna show your face. You don't wanna make pay. So I just made music. That's kind of Kareem, I was a studio freak. I fell asleep on.
Wow.
Yo, here we go. Ah, shit. Yeah, man. Oxymoron. You know? Watch this. See my JDZ Spitfires always getting replayed. I've come a long way from my RDA 3 days. I used to have the crop gap for the green like I was T-Way. So my JDZ Spitfires always getting replayed. I've come a long way from my RDA 3 days. I used to have the crop gap for the green like I was CJ. They let you freestyle on the showroom when they beat paid. Everybody's falling off. Me, I like to maintain. I guess that makes me a big dog. Call me the Great Dane. Them man blew their money on their side chicks and their champagne. I wanted the latest mobile for my back cave. I broke up with my ex of 10 years. That was a deep pain. Now I'm single. All these sluts and gas like I'm methane. Fuck them in the OnlyFans. Tell that bitch to behave. Me, I want a 10-10 I can spoil on her big day. Me, I want a 10-10 with some morals and a clean slate. I was still in school back when Shelly had the 12 gauge. I was on the block back when Gas was still a madman. I was outside Jay's when the Nina went bang bang. Did you think I'm up from gang life? I remember watching man get stabbed to bits one night outside the party and your man died. Heard the doctors brought him back to life.
Bleeding
Must have been
helmet.
time. They wonder why I always have my knife. Why do you think I'm big stepping? 24, no messing. He wants to be the king of the north. God bless him. Now they're calling me the great British dream. I used to think that I was tricky like Ronaldo, but I think I'm more messy. I don't think my lyrics could get any more techie. And I used to have water with my porridge for my brekkie. I banged down my jail cell door when I got aggy. Now I have a little drop of Guinness in my Maggie. This is big stepping. I'm in deep, no rest. I hear he wants to be like me. God bless, and now they're calling me an entrepreneur. I used to think that I was good at playing checkers, but I think it's more chess. I don't think my haters could get any more vexed. Enemies, I'm not sure that I got any more left. I just murdered 23 and I'll do 24 next. Let that sink in. Yo, I heard my old brethren tried to shoot his cousin, grow a bird and buy a bird. I don't mean a pheasant. It's funny cause that same cousin smacked me in my mouth, but when I got out of jail, I stuck it on his toes with no weapon. Suddenly it looked like he got hit with bad depression. He said, why do you want to fight? I told him, stop asking me questions. And why? It's cause I had to learn my lesson. It's ironic when you're trying to be a king, but you came up from a peasant. My Southside nigga called life and I could see it coming. He told me that he could see demons in his dreams. He was in and out of jail, always knocking on my mum's. I'd be standing at my window with my flicky in my jeans. He'd be like, what, bro? Can we get this tea? I just hear pee and hit the roads and I was on repeat. It's ironic when you're trying to get this money to live free, but you risk getting incarcerated for a couple G's. Family in your family when you catch your family stealing. I'm a man now, that means I'm never in my feelings. Shot a Hummer season, I just smashed the glass ceiling. PTSD's really got my heart bleeding. Tears for the problems that the money couldn't pay for. Tears for the trauma and the psychotic behavior. S is for the stress that's got you praying to your savior. Tears because drug dealing puts you in danger. Get up on the told me I'm only just healing. I look at this Dorado and I get a mad feeling. It's a 270 grand car. I'm only at the top because I really work hard. I do my due diligence. I really read books. I read the art of war and it taught me how to develop a strategy. They wonder why there's not a rapper in my category. Don't need a university. I learned to play Monopoly. I'm employing staff now, salaries and that. I go shopping on Knightsbridge, galleries and that. Spend 100 on statues to decorate my gap. I called it the house of vision because I've seen it in the past. That's what I call the fragrance. I'm a hustler from the pavement. I wear Gucci for a double-breasted suit because it ain't great. If you're hating, then you're hating. There's no success without patience. I'm
Good morning.
smiling because most of it is fake. I don't know if they're ready for the message. Is it time yet? I said the sky is the limit. Be inspired is the mindset. And it's the year with the great British dream when an independent rapper's on your cinema screen. You wanna see the trainers I just put in JD and the albums like the great British blueprint on how to succeed. I've got a message for the rich. I'm like Robin Hood and I'm coming up quick. In my school there was tough guys and boisterous kids. In my jail there was tough guys and lunatics. I was locked up with a brother that just lost his shit. Chilled with his little brother on the block and shit. He said one night he stepped that man handled his mother, so he must have went home and backed out his stick. He must have wigged him with the axe. I'm talking blood up the walls. I came up with some maniacs. I said he wigged him with the axe. I hope that they release him soon. My brother, I relate to that. Box him alone. life on the line for my brother. Go Joe and do time for my brother, cause that's my brother. I'll go to war for my brother. I'll light up the block for my brother. Be wrong and strong for my brother, cause that's my brother. Shoot. That's my brother. My family, my brother, my knees and my necklace, cause that's my brother. Cause that's my brother. My family, my brother, my knees and my necklace, me and my girls. Step up on the sun on the ink, the sound that's a rule we live by. Hands on the 12 like midnight, man. Pop smoke, we don't know about this fight. I mean, the weed that's business as usual with Chinese workers, matching on noodles. The police keep kicking my door down, doing more searches than Google. I'm in the White House like Trump, but this one's with a win, I'm a bugle. I fill up my van with boxes and drop them off like a bugle. Watching what I bring to the table, I give him that look like one of our you-cool. I brought the table, the chairs and the food down. These niggas, what the fuck you brought? My lifestyle's ever so gang, like my guns got all of my brethren.
I'll tell you what, man, it's fucking bold to go. I was coming around the corner, man, at about bleeding 20 mile an hour, and some gobshite come out of nowhere, man. I had to jump on and fucking bounce me hand off the front of my scooter. Fucking tit. Just as well, I haven't got them suicide brakes, mate. Serious. You know, fucking hell, man. I saved myself half a day and anyway in the MRI. But I'll tell you one thing, man. It's fucking Baltic out there. I flew down the canal, right? And it's fucking frozen. You know, the canal is actually frozen. You know, and that bottleneck, it's slim near impossible to get to freeze because you have a waterfall coming onto the water and it's frozen. I tell you what now, I feel so sorry for the homeless people in Manchester. I feel sorry for homeless people everywhere, but especially in the city I live in, I see it, it's everywhere. You know, sleeping in cardboard boxes, made like a little tent, and sleeping in their sleeping bag in this fucking weather, mate. You know, I was one of them people once, you know, I was homeless. And I tell you what, it's not nice, mate. It's definitely not nice. People just walk past them like they're trash, but they're not at all. You know, somebody loves them just like someone loves you. Allegedly. Everybody's welcome in here, all sorts. You have the Jack Games, which is the Dubs, which is that us right there. That represents myself, Pablo, Chopper. Dublin, what all sort are you? I'm that. What are you? I bet you're a pink one, aren't you? Soft like a vagina and pink. My bad. Sweet. Morning, Matthew. In a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide. In a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova in the sky. Proper geezer. Oh, mate, leave me alone. I knew. Change the tree. Anyway, good morning. Thank you for coming in. We're here for an hour. We've about 35 minutes left. Then I am away, and you know 100% I ain't gay. Shout out to the LGBT community. You know, you're turning your grind on the thing just is open to. Slowly walking down, that's the ground. Good morning, Matthew. How are you doing? Shout out to Manchester. It's Thursday. Shout out to Australia. We're a big fan. Hang on. I beg your pardon. You're from all the way in sunny Australia? Really?
Hey, Neville. Neville.
This is how we welcome people.
Nev.
Shout out to Australia. I'm a big fan.
Hey, Nev. I hear you want to give me a bit of money. Where'd you hear that, mate?
Shout out to Neville Bardos and Keithy George.
Collect it now if you like. I think
Send them my love.
Someone's pulling your leg, Neville. Someone will pull your other fucking leg in a minute. Now, how much you want to give me? Who do you think you're talking to, mate? Who do you think you're
That famous line.
Remember that? Or has your fucking memory lapsed?
You fucking idiot. What?
What?
Oh, was I being rude?
Oh, sorry. Was I being rude? Yes, mate. You were being very fucking rude.
Very fucking rude.
You want to make some money, you make it yourself.
Shout out to Queensland.
And behave. I said behave. Fucking idiot. You believe that fucking cunt or what? Hey, Neville. I'm only giving a bloody river. Neville. I'm sorry, mate. Where are you? Neville.
I'm fucking sorry.
Bloody sorry, mate.
How are you, mate?
Drinks, I get a bit bloody carried away.
Thanks for coming in, mate.
Sorry.
Wow.
I don't know who you think you're talking to, mate, but you're being very rude. Do you understand? Show me some respect.
Very, very rude.
You're bad.
Well, bro, thanks for coming in. You're welcome, you see.
I'm fucking sorry, Nev.
I'm fucking sorry.
All right, mate. Apology.
I'm fucking trying to relax over here, he says. So, right, so. Alright, I'm from Dublin, yeah? Every different country that comes into my channel is a licorice. You're an all sort. Now, let me show you something. That's me there. That's me. I represent Dublin. Then there's Pablo. Then there's Chopper. Then, one of your countrymen, his name is Scott, aka Straight Jacket. That's him. He represents Kiwis. This is the French because they're pink and wet like a vagina, and they wouldn't have been liberated only for the Yankee Doodle Dandy. So shout out to them. I'm a big fan. Yeah, shout out to Roosevelt for having the balls. I watched a documentary. I'm a big fan. Anyway, everybody that comes in here is a licorice all sort, right? Now, it doesn't matter whether you're from France, being the pink one, wet like a vagina. Hey, Max, good morning. Me cup of tea, I'm enjoying it. Anyway, so, yeah, so that's me there. That's Pablo, and that's Chopper. We represent Dublin. You know, in Ireland, a place where they drink a lot of Guinness and fight all the time and give each other nicknames. Yeah, it's great. Well, it was great. I don't know how great it is today, but anyway. That's what I like, Mr. Mac. You know, you need more jokes on YouTube. We need to laugh more. There's too many wet wankers on here. Too many vaginas, mate. You know, fuck's sake, get over yourself. That's what I meant to say. Everybody's welcome here. And here, even if you're black, white, brown skinned, I couldn't give a fuck what religion you are. I'm not asked whether you're here, are you a swinger off the bat? Do you like baseball? Right, well, I'll put it another way, yeah? You're a pitcher. Whereas, see me, I'm a swinger. I'm hitting the bat. You're the one throwing the ball at the bat. I am the bat. You know. Yeah. One of them. I'm a giver. I'm not a taker. It's always been that way. It's got me into trouble so many times. You know, I could have gotten a permit for my cockadoodle-doo, but I chose not to. And now look, we could have had an armada, a fishing boat's only for them brats. But anyway, shout out to the brats. I love you all. Me kids will fucking kill me. Good morning, Chopper. Good morning to you. I was just trying to explain something, right? So, everybody that comes on YouTube, or sorry, everyone comes on my channel, right, is an all sort. You know, it doesn't matter. How are you, Scott? I was just talking to one of your countrymen saying here, Scott represents the yellow one. Here, I'm a big fan of Australia, and so is Ireland. Here, I seen Crocodile Dundee when I was young, and I always wanted to do that. I was like, yep, that's what I do. That's what I want to do. I want to be a big Steve Irwin. Rest in peace to him. I was a big fan. Sad what happened to him, man. You know, how ironic. He died doing something that he'd give his life for anyway, you know what I mean? And now his son is taking over, you know. He has a mini crocodile hunter now working in Australia. I forget where he's working, but I know he's working with crocodiles. That's all I know. You know, taking after his dad. You know what I mean? Wanting to make his dad proud. And Wolf Creek, Scott, that's too dark for me. You know, he hunted them like animals, bro. You know, like the outback was his playground. Many fucking hectares are we talking here? Never mind fucking acres. We're talking about hectares. Here, you're a grain of sand on a map too. I'll tell you one thing, bro. I'm not a big fan of your heat. I know it gets hot over there, but shout out to the 1-4. Now, that's my kind of shit. Yeah, like I said, shout out to Australia. Where I'm from, this is what I represent, Dublin. That's me, that's Pablo, and that's Chopper right there. 3 dubs. 2 of them have been like a brother to me. Pablo's been like a big brother, and Chopper's just been like me brother. You know, he's had to tell me off a few times last year and the year before that, and probably the year before that, maybe. Anyway, like I said, everybody on YouTube, whether no matter what the country is, watches me, is an all sorts. And here we welcome all sorts. You know, it doesn't bother me whether you take it up the arsenal, whether you're Hindu, Sikh, Christian, Buddhist, Muslim. Doesn't bother me that. You know, that gets. Do you know the amount of men that have been killed in history because of religion? Yeah, fuck religion. Everybody's welcome here. Like I said again, myself, Pablo, and Chopper. That's the dubs, right? Then you have here, you have Australians like Scott, who's built as big as that cunt in Troy. You know, is there nobody else? You know what I mean? My man with a neck, you could build a house on it. You could fly a plane off his neck. He's there like that, look. A big fuck off here. A big spear in his hand, a big spear chucker. Fuck, can I say that? Yeah, so him, I forget what his name was, but he was a majestic looking man. And I tell you one thing, I wouldn't like him to grab hold of me. You know, you see that scene in Troy where he's fucking like, you know what I mean? He's screaming up, Hector, come out! You know, and they sent, here, there's someone waiting for you. You get Brad Pitt out of bed. He's looking so handsome. I tell you what, he look well handsome. I'm a big fan of Brad. I am not gayist or racist, believe it or not. I'm just open. That's it. Yeah, but who's the other geezer? We know he's called Achilles, but bro, do you know the name of the other fella? That big cunt that he fought. No, not Hector. I'm talking about Hector's bodyguard. You know that big fucking bald-headed fucker that fucking throws a fucking spear at him and he hits his fucking shield. Fucks his shield away. You know what I mean? Runs at your man, majestically dives in the air with a sword and goes, fuck off, right there. You know, next of all, my man's like this, you know what I mean? Fucking pissing. You know what I mean? What a movie. You know what I mean? And that's where you get that Achilles heel phrase from, you know. Don't ever go to war over a woman. You know, now look what you've done. You know, we brought you a lovely gift, a big fuck off wooden horse. Hey, we'll even deliver it to you. No charge. And while you're fucking sleeping, my army is creeping out a fucking back door in this horse. And we are going to cut your neck while you sleep. And you won't make a sound. You won't be able to. Sorry, you'll sound like a scouser. You'll be like that. That's a joke now. But yeah, I'd imagine so. I believe so. Yeah. It's not a glorious way to die. You know, Jesus Christ. So shout out to fucking Brad Pitt, man. He's well hard. I'm telling you now, fuck up Brad Pitt. Listen, I've seen him and snatch my uppercut. BAM! I'm staying away from Brad Pitt, yeah. Brad is so handsome. You know, Brad or Mickey. Sorry, I got his name wrong. His name was Mickey, that's right. And you are fabulous in what's that movie called? Oh, what are you? 7. That's it. Fucking brilliant in 7. I like that movie about the serial killer, you know. I didn't do that. You know, it was fucking brilliant, that, you know, that psychological warfare shit, you know, where the police, fuck the sausages, I ain't doing no breakfast today, you big Australian bowsy. Yeah, have any of you seen the size of that cunt? Well, I haven't seen the size of him, I can just imagine he's huge. Yeah. Tell you who else I like, who's a good actor. What's his name? The geezer who plays Hector. I'm sure he's Australian. Guys, the charger. Oh, don't do it, man, you fucking idiot. You know what I've done? I have 20 minutes left, so... Oh, I just had to run in there anyway. So, back to Eric Bana. He plays Chopper Reed. He plays Hector. And, you know, I was watching a documentary about the movie Chopper, and he went and lived with him for a couple of weeks just to get his mannerisms correct. And, you know, like I said, Brad Pitt, when he done Snatch, you know, he went and done his research, you know, on gypsies and all, like, you know, how did he talk, how did he act and what have you, and I think he knocked it out of the park. But, how are you, Tamsy? Well, I'll be honest with you, I've never smoked it. Now, smoke crack many times, you know. I used to be a cocaine addict, for fuck's sake. But there is a couple of... I've not done magic mushrooms. I've never smoked spice. I'd be afraid to, you know, like in Manchester, you know, in Piccadilly Gardens, like that Tamsy says, they're walking around like they're zombies, you know. And like I said, you know, that Charles Fetch, I fucking hate that cunt. He goes around Manchester, yeah, videoing fucking people. You know, a lot of people are lost that live in that city centre, that come from different cities, that owe someone money and have had to get off on their toes, or something much more, they've ratted on someone, or they've told on somebody, or they've kept a parcel and they cannot go home. And I don't support arson. Yeah. I don't like that phrase, Tamsy, but fair play to you. Well, listen, fair fucking play to you, mate. And it takes courage to admit that. I admire your courage. Yeah. Now, I've been on heroin, I've been on cocaine, I've been on tablets. It's a horrible fucking lifestyle. It's a 24-hour job, and it's a sleazy bastard lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like hiding it from your family and fucking all that shit. And for, you know, if you think your family's not onto you, rude boy, listen to me. You know, they just don't want to say it to you because they don't want to hurt your feelings, you know. But like I said, in Manchester, it's crazy, you know. It's like, and there's always fights. And like I said, there's people there like Charles Fetch to fucking, to capitalise off other people's misery. You see that cunt, mate, yeah? I don't forget faces, yeah? And see him, I would punch him in his cunt face and let him, he thinks he's a hard man, going around picking on homeless people and alcoholics and drug addicts and, you know, making a living out of it. I would drop that cunt, mate. Well, like I said, bro, I've dealt with it all, and you know, I see opioids. Listen, for a decade I was fucked up on tablets. You know, I had an unlimited source of them, and oh, hey, Conan, I was taking them for pain. You know, I have a condition called degenerative disc disease, and it's like because of all the other meds I'm on. You know, I'm also on like 600 mils of pregabalin every day for my spine. I have that degenerative disc disease. I'm prescribed them. You know, like I remember a time where I wasn't prescribed any tablets really, and I went and took a shitload because I had bags and bags and bags of them. Long story short, at the time, the ex-partner was after having major back surgery, and he'd give her morphine, Zoramorph, or more fucking, and for 3 years she didn't take it, just accumulated. So I thought, 1 or 2 boxes, she won't notice. 1 or 2 boxes led to a bin bag full of empty boxes, just closed. You know, uh, and I was working at the time as a butcher up in a place called Dalehead Foods, and I was nicking me ex's medication, codeine, them 30 milligram ones, the small little white ones. They look like them things you put in your tea, sweeteners. You know, 28 in a box. Some days I was going through a box. So that's 28 30 milligram codeine. A fucking box of them. I got too greedy and I got caught, you know. But I had an addict's mindset. Like I said, my knees, me back, me fucking hands, they're all fucked and they hurt in the winter. You know, me hands are destroyed. Me knees, me legs are fucked from booting and kicking and kneeing fucking, whether it be pads or fucking targets. But yeah, so I fucking, wow, what a stupid thing to do. So basically, the ex-partner that I was with for 22 years had a major operation, major back surgery. And at the time, I was doing 12-hour shifts and I was in that much pain. It's like I was taking days off, and it's like, you know, my boss started to notice it and shit like that. So I started to take them, you know, to help me get through work and shit. Wow. What I didn't realise was I was super addicted to them, man. You become you build up a tolerance. That's what I found. And I went from the codeine to the Zormorph. She had 20 milligrams, 30, and 60. Little orange and white, small, slow release capsules. I start fucking with them. You know, I was taking all kind of tablets, you know what I mean? And now I just take the ones unprescribed. You know, do you know what, Scott? Right? I've never had Oxycontin. I've never had Serapax. I've had plenty of Valium. I've never had Xanax either. You know, like I said, nowadays you have to be very careful, man, because they're laced with fentanyl. And here, if I was to swallow one of them, I'd overdose. Do you understand? I'd overdose on fentanyl or whatever it's called, and I wouldn't risk it. Now, you know, many years ago, like if you were saying to me 3, 4 years ago, here, Jude, try one of them, and see what it's like. I'm stupid like that, you know, but over the years, because of all the drugs I've taken, I know where it leads to. It leads to going 3 weeks without sleep and losing your fucking mind. But I've never done Xanax, I've never done Oxycontin, or bars, whatever they call them in Australia. I've never, like I said, in all fairness, maybe if one of them had been handed to me, I'd probably have done it. But here's the thing, on the black market, you know, they're laced with fentanyl. And see that shit, it's 1,000 times more powerful than heroin. Or 100, it's either 100 or 1,000 times stronger than heroin. And I'll tell you one thing, mate, that methamphetamine as well. I've never been a fan of speed, although I've taken it in a cigarette paper, a bit whiz, whatever you call it over there. I don't like it. I never liked it, even when we were going raving. There was options, like you could get a bit of that the odd time, but it wasn't my buzz, you know what I mean? I never liked it. The only reason you take it is if you're staying up all night. You know. You know, don't do this to me. Do you know what? I'm fucking sick of losing me bastard right here. You know what? It's not even fucking funny, that. Where's me lighter? You know what, man? Fucker. Bite me, you fucking cunt. Got it. What? Nah, listen to me. I can relate to people that take drugs, and here's the thing. You have to ask yourself eventually, why do I like taking drugs? What's the reason? There must be some reason. There has to be a purpose. There has to be, you know. And until you figure out inside yourself what that reason is or what the purpose is, you're always going to be in recovery. Recovery's not a country fucking club. Recovery's forever. It's forever. On a day. People be raving in the 90s, going to work, wishing out that do. Max, I be honest with you, I never liked it. You know, I don't like the feeling you get off it. You know, my thing was ecstasy. You know, it's like, and back then it was a lot cleaner than it is now. You know, and like I said, I've lived in the UK for the last 30 years, right? And I remember when I first come off my old housing estate, how things were done, how certain business was conducted. Now, if you wanted to buy hash in Ballyfermot back in 1993, you'd have to go down to the Lawns Park, allegedly, at 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock, or 6 till 8. You couldn't knock at the fella's door for it. You'd be fucking killed. You'd be killed. You know, so it was structured. Every night between 6 and 8 or 7 and 8, there's one fella that'll be stood there. You just walk over. There you are, you get your hash. That's all there was back then. Well, you hear this for a story, right? When I first come to England, right, I was only used to smoking hash. You know, the one you're born, Scott? You're born it and fucking hashish, whatever you call it over there, right? So I was in Manchester for 3 weeks, yeah. I hadn't had a joint. I didn't know anywhere to get it from. So I come out of this pub. I'm in with my grandfather at the time. He was 77, dying of cancer, yeah. So when I come to Manchester, I stayed with him. So anyway, long story short, I'm out having a fag at the door. Some Rasta walks past me, yeah? Probably the second black person I've ever seen in my entire life, yeah? So follows him. I said, excuse me, mate. He says, Wagwan. What's good? I'm like, bro, do you know anywhere to get any hash? He started laughing at me. He's like, you're Irish? I said, yeah. He says, Wagwan and all this Maidon and all that. Fucking, he's like, follow me, bro. I was like, listen, bro, I've been in this country 3 weeks. I've not had a joint and I'm super stressed. You know, I'll hook you up, don't worry about it. Give me. He went into the Grafton. He come out with a little bag, yeah, full with, it wasn't weed, it was bush, he called it. Fucking bush, whatever. Come here, bush here. It wouldn't matter whether it had been a rose bush. I was smoking it. You know, he said, that's good bush, you know. He said, link me, Harry. They all call me fucking Harry, all the Jamaicans. Yes, Harry. You know, so I got my little bag of bud and I ran home as quick as Charlie did in Willy Wonka when he found the golden ticket. 'Cause I got a golden ticket in my hand. You know, that way. And I ran home. You know, I didn't even tell Grandpa Joe. I ran straight upstairs. Fuck Grandpa Joe, locked the door. You know, radio on, it's like, you know what I mean? I was over the moon, I'm looking at it, I'm talking to him, I'm like, see you? I've heard a lot about you. Nice to meet your acquaintance. Right, get the gear out. So, I'm anticipating this. I've never smoked it, but I've seen it on telly. So, your man said to me, he said, here, he said, you can grow your own, you know. I'm like, you what? He said, you can grow your own, you know. I said, slow fucking down, will you, bro? What you say about growing? Your own. That's it. I said, what you mean, grow? He said, see them seeds? I said, yeah. He said, you plant them. You replant them, you know. I said, yeah. He says, and they grow, you know. A little bit of water. Talk to them, you know. This is what he kept saying to me. I'm like, this guy's off his nut. So, long story short, I planted my seed and out popped a big bush. A big K, yeah, a big K bush. You know, and from then, I never had a problem getting it again. You know what I mean? It's like, but I was over the moon. You know what I mean? I'm not joking you, because like I said, you know, I was stressed. I had to leave me mates behind. You know, I had a couple of injuries. You know, I mean, I got fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I was in bits, I was. So I was over the moon when I got it, you know what I mean? I was like, yes, hey, you stump, no fucking more born in me clothes. Here, that's how your parents get onto you smoking hash. Do you not think they've not done it? You know. But, like I said, I'll be honest with you, I was only new in town. You know what I mean? And it's like, I didn't know fucking anyone. You know, and then I met an Irishman called Dinny Boy O'Keefe, and have a guess where he was from? Fucking Ballyfermot, you couldn't write it. He said to me, where are you from? I was like, Ballyer. He's like, fuck off. I said, I am, yeah. Why? He said, so am I. Kylemore Road. I said, I'm off the orchard, you know what I mean? Dinny Boy O'Keefe. I think he's dead now. Not Dinny Boy Desmond, Dinny Boy O'Keefe. Christy O'Keefe. Now, what I didn't know was he used to be a good friend of Martin Blackburn's. Back in the day, he used to be a car thief, this geezer. And he was very good at it. And then he ended up moving to the UK and used it. Everything he learnt on the street. to go around collecting cars. He used to have a fucking list, you know what I mean, of parts. And that's what his daily job was. Going around, spotting. You understand? You get a certain name of car, a certain make and model. He'd go around and he'd do his due diligence on his homework. You know, he brought me on a couple of rounds. Next level. Like this geezer, like, you know what I mean? Like the way you can get into your car in seconds, man. And he doesn't need a fucking coat hanger. You know, it's unreal, like, you know, but that's one part of that when I first come to the UK, I made a couple of mates and like I said, at the time I wasn't working. I couldn't get a job. Who's gonna take you on? You know what I mean? When you have a fucking criminal record. You know. And I don't like lying. You know what I mean? I'd say, look, what's the point of filling the application form out? Because I'm gonna lie to them and I hear. Then you're off to a bad start. What's the point? I don't like lying. You know, you just don't tell everybody about your fucking past, you know. Like there's someone out there always tougher than you. You know, I do, you know, it's like so I thought it was juvenile, so I kept it to myself, you know. Right guys, we've about 5 minutes left. I'll be back on this afternoon. I jump around. Jump up and get down. Ah. Yeah, you can't beat a bit of that. In fact, hang on. Right, guys, thanks for coming in. I'll be back later on. Hang on, we'll end on this. Come on, you fucking home. Come on. I'm thinking of watching Vikings again from the start. I don't know about yous, but I know where I'm going to have a snooze. No, I'm a fucking mad. I won't sleep. I was up early this morning. You know what I mean? Tell you one thing, man. The cold out there is Baltic. You know, I was going down the canal, yeah, and I seen a wet patch before it was too late, but it wasn't a wet patch. It was fucking black ice, mate. It was like a puddle frozen over, about 6 by 10. You know what I mean? It's like I slowed down right before I got to it, and I slid. Now, on my scooter went from under me, you know what I mean? That close. Anyway, thanks for coming in, and I'll see you later on. Done. Shout out to number 10. My favourite number 10 of all time. Right, listen, anyway. I want to thank you all for coming in. I'll be back sometime this afternoon. I've been keeping my eye on my channel. I've been keeping my eye on it, and on a daily basis, the channel's going up. And this wouldn't happen without you coming in and out. Now, for all the people on YouTube that don't get no help growing their channel, if you need or you want your channel to grow here, my way works. I know how to grow a channel here. 18 months, 3,200 and nearly 50 subs. So we'll be on 3,300 soon, then 34, then 35, then that means I'm 1.5 thousand subs away from my target being 5,000. Now, I had to set myself a realistic target. You know, but if I can hear, if I can see it, I can hear it. If I can reach it, I can breach it. And if I can breach it, I can teach it. And if need be, I'd fucking meet you. Right here, we're gonna end on this. Fuck that one. Let me see. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for coming in, and I'll be back later on. Hang on a second. Yeah, let me end on this. Yeah, one love Manchester, you've been good to me. Anyway, we out. I'll see you this afternoon. Thanks for coming in. We out.
And I say, welcome to the hood, welcome to the hood, welcome to the place where nothing ever ends up good. And they say that you're a disgrace if you can't find yourself a job around here. It's either been a drought and then there's been a flood. For anybody from the block, man are trying to ring the heavens, but God never gets in touch. For certain people it's a must to come across as tough, cause you don't want to be a victim when Beretta start to bust. And I say, welcome to the hood, where no one teaches you to love, because we're all products of lust. We learn to tell a lie before we even learn to trust, and then we see our people die as if the sorrow ain't enough. So and so killed so and so, I struggle to keep up.
A victim, a knife from me hitting on the lump.
Press are making articles expressing their disgust, but where there's no opportunity, survival is a must. And I say, welcome to
where there's no opportunity, survival is a must. You know, in a city full of gangsters and a city full of drugs. I used to be one of them people. A certified thug. Stupid brave. You know. Yeah, what you gonna do? Hey, what you gonna point that at me for? I'll take it off you. Anyway, like I said, I'm a granddad. I'm a father again. You know, I'm a partner. It's like, it's 2025 and we're alive. Anyway, I'll be back later on. Anyway, shout out to Manchester. Done. Come on,
current threat level is critical, meaning an attack is imminent. Civilians are advised to stay in their homes. Evacuations are currently taking place in the London, Manchester, Birmingham and Leeds areas. If you are in these areas, police will lead you to safety. Follow their orders without question.
Cut.
nothing to lose, so I keep my all. Till the day I hit the floor. This is what I've been waiting for. What I've
Right.
been waiting for. What I've been waiting for. Watch me rise and watch me fall. Been through this pain before. This is what I've been waiting for. What I've been waiting for. What I've been waiting for. One love, Manchester, you've been good to me.
Easy.
It's like my hometown was when I was 17.
How are you, Pack? Good morning to you too. Right, listen, I'm gonna fuck off, yeah, but I'll be back on later on. And do you know what's nice to see? Loads of different people coming in here now. Years ago, I wasn't law-abiding. I wasn't a good person. I used to think I was, but I wasn't. The good people don't do the things allegedly I did. Seeing the things allegedly I see, and witnessed the things I seen and didn't see. And you know, I'm 50 years old, and a lot of me mates, I've survived them, you know, because they wanted to be the man. You understand? Not everybody can be the man, because everybody wants to be, and that's the plan. You know, but up where I used to live, the mentality is still the same. The nickname is still the same. Do you understand? And it's like, if you can't go fucking home to Ireland, back onto your old housing estate, there's a reason. Now, either I'm stupid, why would I call me channel STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER? You see, because people that come on that are straight from Ballyfermot and tell you here he's not lying. Like his house, where he grew up, who he grew up with, at what time he grew up with them. Some of the most notorious people in Ballyfermot's fucking history, mate. But they're just friends and family to me. Jude, you used to be a gangster. Listen, you better get that out of here. Gangster? The only crime I was guilty of was having a gang of mates. The media called them that. You know, you can choose your friends, you can choose your family, and you can choose your environment. And if you need your mates' permission and your mates to hold your hand for the rest of your life, well, then you'll never be the man. As long as you're the man in your own house. I'm dealing with separation anxiety and trying to get past that. I'm 50. I never thought you don't get past losing your mum and your dad, but I've been working on myself, and it's a fucking nitty gritty fucking therapy. You know, it's a crash course. You know, and it's like, if I miss by a millimeter or by a millimeter, you know, and I'm working on it. You know, I'm working on myself. 700 days off. And do you know what? Here, one thing I want to say. If you've lost someone in your life, yeah, being your parents, your mates, your family members, kin, your brothers and sisters, it's gonna make you sad for years, right? And most of my life, it's made me so sad. I buried it so deep inside where it was like a tumour. And once my man and dad got repatriated back to Ireland, I the perfect hat trick, right? So, before I go, in a year, perfect hat trick, become a grandfather, become a father, and get me man and dad the fuck out of Manchester, back onto cold Irish soil. You know, and that's that last year, like I said, and a few other things I could throw on top of that, losing a father-in-law, coming on medication, get me channel back, that's what you call dedication. There's loads of people that have been in similar situations to me that are from Ireland, from Dublin, that have been in the same jails, that are coming on the channel and sharing their experiences, or coming in here and engaging and talking about it. You know, it's like, education's the way forward, not glorifying drug dealers and gangland figures. You know what I mean? I used to do that all the time when I was younger, because I was a follower, I was a sheep. Yeah, a fucking sheep that turned into a shepherd. You know, but it's taken time, and it's taken many evaluations too. But anyway, listen, even if you don't like me, you could have, in your past, made a mistake where you've had to fuck off and leave your mates. You know, I didn't want to go. My mates fucked up the bill. So I fucked up the bill, not me mates. I'm stupid. You know. But anyway, I still love all my mates, and even the lads that fucking beat the shit out of me, I still love, you know. They're me mates. Even when they bashed me, they were still me mates. But like I said, I'll be back on this afternoon. Thanks everyone for coming in. Yeah, I bet you're from Cork then, aren't you? Hey, yeah. You shut your mouth. Quit your jibber jabber, you little fucking midget. Yeah, another faceless weasel. Yeah, you know where Blackpool Tower is? Hang your bollocks on it. Anyway, I'll be back this afternoon. Joe McDonald is on, I'm done. Got a meal of my got in you come. Chucky Ella, Erin Gabra, Oglan the Erin, and shout out to where Mars and others. Connors to talk to, Joe McDonald's on, I'm done. Bugle, see she's, down your veil, got a meal of my gut. Oscar Honduras, down Honduras. And we leave it at that. I'll see you later. Boom, we out. Right.